So you want to help your young people, your children, to feel more motivated. It's an issue, isn't it? How many of you have been trying to help your kids with their homework or something like that, and actually it's their motivation that starts to lag, and all you want to do is get them motivated? I'm going to give you one really simple tool to use to help them be motivated, and you will see the benefits. And then if you want to know more, we can show you lots of other ones as well. But this is the most simple thing. It's based on TFT, thought field therapy, using something that in TFT is called the PR triangle or the motivation triangle. And what we do is we tap in a triangular motion, tapping the back of this hand, making statements, affirmation statements for motivation, then tapping under the nose, top lip, and then tapping the other hand and saying those motivational affirmations again, but with more power. Okay, now with kids, it's often quite difficult for them to really get into these affirmations. But what I found is using TFT along with positive, what I call positive posture, really works well with them, and you can make it fun as well. Now, what I call positive posture, lots of other people call it lots of different things. Positive posture to me is about that whole thing of when you feel powerful, according to how you're standing and how you're sitting. You've all heard of their yes posture, yeah? So you've got their yes posture, you've got the Superman pose, all these things make you feel more powerful. Now there's an experiment that was done a few years ago. Basically, this experiment involved taking a group of A-level students who was just about to go into their exams. Somebody gave them all a survey, and this survey was designed to ascertain their levels of confidence and motivation. So they did all their levels, they ascertained sort of, for each one of them where they were on this graph of the amount of motivation and confidence they had. Then they split them into two groups, and they put one group in a room full of tables and chairs, and they told them all to sit down. And they all did what most people do when they sat down at a table in a chair and they leant on the desk. Occasionally they leant back, but most of the time they leant on the desk. The other half of this group, they put in a room with no furniture. And all they did was get them every now and again to just lift their arms up or put their hands on their hips. They got them to do the whole Usain Bolt thing and all these sort of different power postures. And then they got them all back together and they did the survey again. And they looked again at their levels of motivation and confidence. The really interesting thing was all those kids that had been in that room doing all those power postures, like the yes posture and the Usain Bolt and the Mo Farah and the Superman pose, all of them, their confidence and motivation had gone up, at least by a bit. All the ones that have been sat in the room with tables and chairs and sat down at the chair, at the table, their motivation and confidence levels have gone down at least just a bit, some of them quite a lot. So it's proved to me that the important thing about confidence and motivation is adopting a positive posture at least some of the time. It's something that I always talk to people in schools about. In fact, my stepdaughter, when she was doing her final teaching practice, when she was trained to be a teacher, she did this as a project about positive posture in the classroom. She got some amazing results. So how do we combine positive posture with TFT to give little kids motivation? I'm talking sort of little junior, infant and junior kids. So what I tell them is the clever, and you can transfer this to being good. There's words they use, the words they would use. So what is it they want? Do they want clever? Do they want good? Do they want patient? All those sorts of things. Let's just say it's clever. Where's the best stuff kept? On the top shelf. So to get the best clever, you've got to get it off the top shelf. So what they have to do is stand up on tiptoes and reach up to get the clever off the top shelf. And where do they have to put it? They have to put it in their hand, because that way it goes straight up there and into their brain. So they have to really tap to get it into their hand. Keep tapping, that's it. And I always say to them, feel it go up your arm, feel it go all the way up your arm, feel it go into your brain. Oh yeah, I can feel that clever. And then to make sure your brain is really attaching it to your mouth and your eyes and your ears, you need to tap your face. Yeah, and feel it buzzing in this hand. Fantastic. And then, because everything we do, we have to do both sides. Don't want it all to be one-sided. We have to take the other hand and get some more clever off the top shelf, but from the other side. So get the clever off the top shelf and put it in that hand. Really, really tap it in, and tap it and tap it and tap it until you can feel it going all the way up your arm and into your brain. And then just to feel how much clever there is there, just put your hands together. Oh, wow. Take a deep breath in. Oh. Slowly breathe out. Then they can open their eyes and put their hands down, and boy, do you feel clever now. So enjoy doing that with the kids. There's loads more, and if you've got any specific things with your children that they're having to deal with or cope with, drop me a line, give me a call, number, email down there. See you all again soon.